So I ask for wisdom, better than crypto, sweeter than honey. I don't take it for granted, I don't wear capes and masks, my pen's enchanted. My spell work changed souls and made tears vanish. Sometimes I write with a pencil to erase the damage. No whiteout on my canvas, and I touch black keys like I'm the pianist. To unlock the minds of the gods with my quotes and stanzas. That's my only standard. I'm a demon slayer. I'm in third form flow dancing. That's an anime scene. Action-packed dreams. Call me Dolph Lundgren. I'm a machine. I feel the Russian in my jeans. The Isidore Isaac all the way to John Curtis. My great-grandfathers, they was prophets. Funny how they walk in their purpose. Through my self-reliance, I'm playing with science. I gathered information, now I'm information with giants. Pawns and double entendres to paint a picture of my cultural visions. Spoke of moon reflections will open wounds to my inner solar wisdom. I'm in tune with these tidal waves. I wasn't feeling the man in the mirror, had to channel Michael. Make a change to my spiritual cycle. I was suicidal, out of focus. COVID to Derek Chauvin. Symbolic omens made me speak my deepest emotions.
This is potentially one of my favorite rifles at this point. This is the Sig Rattler chambered and 300 blackout. I absolutely love this thing. I picked it up a couple of months ago, and I've had a chance to get it out here to the range a couple of different times. And I absolutely love this thing. I don't know what it is about Sig products, but for whatever reason, I love them. I love to shoot them. Well, the other is a pistol. The HK is a pistol, so that is arguably one of my favorites. But the Sig Rattler is just a fantastic rifle. I have the Sig brace or stock, brace on this thing. Came like that. I have the Sig can on here, which I guess is chambered for 7.62. I think you can run 5.56 through here. I think we'll have to check that. Running the EOTech. This is actually my very first EOTech optic that I've ever snagged. And then I have a light up here on the front with a pressure plate. But just a really fantastic pistol. Oh, and I think, what is this? Magpul grip down here. When I actually went to go get this one, the shop owner had installed another grip module on here, and it was just, it looked good, but it was too small for my mitts. So we ended up putting the Magpul on here, which I think actually has a compartment down here in the bottom. But Sig Rattler, just a fantastic thing. I love getting this thing out here. I don't think I've ever shot it with the brace collapse. Maybe we'll have to try that. But just a great overall weapon that I'm glad I had a chance to pick up here. I need to get this thing cleaned because I've been experiencing some challenges with this.
And I became a king from my rap heroics. I painted 10,000 poems in a million years of history. Through these rap heroics, I painted 10,000 poems in a million years of history. Through these rap heroics, I painted 10,000 poems in a million years of history. Through these rap heroics, I painted 10,000 poems in a million years of history. Through these rap heroics.
So as you just painfully saw in that clip, I am having some challenges. I am specifically having challenges running subsonic rounds through the rifle. Since I picked this thing up, I've been trying to run these Winchester target and practice rounds. These are 200 grain open tip rounds, subsonic, and they will not cycle this rifle. And I've heard a couple of theories. Some people have told me that the rifle just needs a really deep cleaning in order to work properly. Others have told me that I need to run a bunch of supersonics through it in order to break it in to run the subsonic. I have run a few hundred rounds through this thing, and consistently it will not cycle the subsonics without me having to pull the charging handle in order to fire the next round. I haven't yet done a full breakdown and clean of the rifle, so that's probably going to be the next thing that I do, and I hope that that solves the problem. If you've encountered this challenge, I welcome your thoughts, because I really do want to run the subs. I just need to be able to run them reliably, or else it just doesn't matter. And again, maybe it's the ammo. Maybe I picked up some not great ammo, and that's why the Sig is having a challenge. I honestly don't know. But I want to correct or adjust one thing that I mentioned. The hand grip that was on this front was from Reptilla, I think it's called. That's what the shop owner had installed on there, was the Reptilla. I had him take that off, and then he put back on the Sig hand grip, and this thing, like the Reptilla, is just too small. It is too small for my mitts, which is why I actually went with the mag pull on this, and I specifically picked up the K2. That's what is installed on here right now, and I like it. I think that it's the right size for the size of my hands. So I want to run down some of the specs on this rifle, because I have not had a chance to do that. So we'll kind of rip through some of that right now. Again, this is the Sig Rattler 300 Blackout. Specifically, this is the 6.75 inch barrel. It is a cold hammer forged steel barrel running a short stroke piston. This thing actually has a flat trigger on there, and I kind of like that. I have a similar flat trigger on one of the Sigs that I have in the collection, and I like this short trigger. It's a nice reset, no issues there. There's ambidextrous controls on this thing. One of the other great things about this is that when this thing is fully extended, it is about 24.9 inches. But when it is folded, it is actually 17.1 inches, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted something that was small, that could be placed into a book bag, and this thing definitely fit the bill quite nicely. One of the things that I might actually change about this ahead is I may actually change out this charging handle for a radian charging handle. I'm not sure if you noticed, there was a lot of blowback as I was shooting this. And I'm not sure if that's from the charging handle. I'm not sure if it's because this thing is suppressed, but that's one of the things that I've been thinking about to see whether that would actually help with some of that gas that blows back in my face. But otherwise, I don't know that I'll be making a whole lot of additional changes to this rifle, because I am pleased. I am honestly pleased with how this thing runs. I'm pleased with how it functions. And yes, it costs a ton of money between the rifle and the optic and the suppressor. This thing is expensive, but it sure is a lot of fun.
Hey, free mind, you crazy for this. Shit is soulful. It's like our responsibility to make us feel something. You know, to make people feel.